Ready to go?
I think so. What about you?
I'm ready. Got my chocolate ready to go down here more.
Yes.
And the Topo Chico.
Isn't that the truth here? Let's see what. Let's see here. Hopefully everyone will be hopping on. And good stuff. And I feel like, once again, that camera is crooked. Does that feel crooked to you? It's probably fine.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I think it's probably fine. So, hey everybody, what is up? I'm excited to be here today with a special guest. But first, can you hear us okay? Everything good over there? Let's wait and see. In the meantime, let's scroll up to the top here and see what we got going on here. Frank. Oh, let's see here. Oh, yep, we're live. OCD. Good stuff. All right, guys. I'm glad to know we're live. Everything's good to go. So, hey, everybody, welcome. Of course, we got Mr. Watt Volt Amp in the house up here, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. So, he's been hanging out all day. We've been having a blast, and I look forward to sharing that information, what we've been doing all day, in just a few minutes. But first, thanks for being here live. How does it feel?
I love it.
Cool.
I love being in Idaho. I love being with you guys.
Awesome.
You guys are awesome.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
So, of course, we are drinking Topo Chicos.
Good stuff.
Cheers. Cheers to all you out there. And looks like Brian here has a goodie. Is that one of those no-bake bars from downstairs?
Yeah, it is. And this is about maybe an eighth of the size that it was. So.
Okay. So you've been doing a little damage.
Yeah.
And, is it good?
Very good. Yeah.
So you want to make sure, because all those treats are actually locally made here.
Oh, cool.
So you want to take a few more with you on your way out.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Good
I'm
sure
stuff.
My wife would like that too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bring her a couple.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Is it good to be here? So I just want to say hi to everybody real quick. We got Frank, Everett, David, G Key Man 565, King Kong Kong, Joseph, Kevin Eastman, Gadget, Mr. James Estep. As a matter of fact, hey, so James Estep purchased, kind of a 2-in-1 thing here last week. So last week we came out with the Flash Mobile video, okay? And we waited until we actually had them in stock before we released the video because, well, it's awkward to do a video on a brand new product and then not get it for 2 months, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't want to be doing that.
Right.
So that came out, and James went ahead and he purchased one. And I have a note here that he wrote in that I want to read to you. He says, I love the Silca battery key machine right out of the box with perfect calibration and plenty of power. Thanks, CLK, James Estep Locksmith. So good stuff, James. I'm happy that you like your machine. It's a great, great machine. As a matter of fact, we've had so many questions about it. I plan, I think tomorrow-ish, I'm going to be shooting a video on the popular Q&A questions that we've had about it. And so we can kind of get our story straight. Some of the answers I've done my best to get, and I'll be excited to share them with you all. So James, thanks for being on here, and thank you for the business. Much appreciated. Good stuff. So with that going on, and let me see if I can get my computer out of the way there a little bit. There we go. All right, so let me pop this on here real quick. That's that comment. Hey, guys, Silca battery mobile key machine is awesome. And the truth is, like I said in the video, Brian, Silca makes good products.
They do.
They just do.
Yeah.
Right? They're not always the cheapest, but they are good. Let's see here. We got Locks NY and Gumby. What is going on? Now, of course, hey, while we have the opportunity, any questions you have for Mr. Watt Volt Amp, put them in here below and we'll ask him live. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, good stuff. So we got Gumby. Let's see here. We just cruise through here as we're talking. Let's see. So Jim says it's got about 60 keys on the battery. It's only decreased about 20%. Yep, that's good. That's exactly how it should be. So let's see here. Keep going through. Oh, hey, look, we got Mr. Ken Nixon.
Oh, cool.
Ken Nixon's on. Let's see if I can be seen here. Last comment on CLK disappeared, so I can't post hashtag LockBoss. Ken, what did you do to YouTube? Well, what do you think?
I don't know. Maybe he, I don't know, said something political. No.
Ken, have you been saying political things on our channel or something? Oh my gosh, that's good. Well, Ken, hey, I'm glad to have you. Okay, and I'm still waiting for that email in to get you on here live. So hey, if we can't get you to comment, we can at least patch you in live. How about that? Good stuff. So let's see here. Let's see. Steve Schmidt, what's up? Ghost, how's it going? Bear's back, what's up? Let's see here. Almost to the bottom. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any of you guys. Oh, okay, it says, yeah, loud and clear. If the camera's crooked, it's indiscernible. That's good to hear because, like, honestly, as I'm sitting here looking in the camera, I don't know about you, Brad, but I feel like it's a little crooked and it drives me nuts.
It looks straight to me.
Does it really? Yeah. Am I just playing mind games with myself?
I don't know. Maybe mind games. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, hey, we have the Lock Father commented in. Hey, Brian, nice to hang out with you today and nice to meet you.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
So, yeah, we're going to actually talk about that for a minute here. So, just want to make sure. Okay, you got to, let's see here. Up. You didn't buy, can't speak all of a sudden. You didn't buy Brian dinner, you cheap. That's what Locks and Wise say. As a matter of fact, we actually went to lunch today.
Yeah, we went to lunch.
Yep, Brian.
Brought lunch.
Yep. Yeah.
Because right after the live, I probably got to get back because I got 3 hours drive.
Yep, he has a 3-hour drive back to where he's staying. Yeah. So, so we went to lunch instead. Yes, and Locks and Wife, for the record, I did pay.
Yes, you did. I offered to pay, and he wouldn't let me.
Oh no. So we paid, and so we went out to lunch. It was myself, the Lock Father, and Walt Voltanamp.
Yes.
How cool was that?
That was cool.
So he shows up, and as a matter of fact, we also recorded a couple videos today, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to have those released, and it'll be fun. So, Brian, let's kind of turn the table here for a second. We got questions coming in here, and you know how I get. I start getting all over the place as I get going. But Ken wants to know what part of Phoenix?
I'm in the northeast part, kind of like Paradise Valley area.
Okay.
51 freeway and Cactus, kind of.
Yep. Okay. Here's another one. Here, I can be popping those up here. Let me take the most mobile flash scan machine. Let me put this on here. All right, so y'all can see it. How cool is that? So the all-powerful Tyler Newhouse asked, what do you ask for to get proper authorization for business lockout?
Well, I probably would know the answer to that because I don't do a lot of commercial stuff. I mainly do, automotive and residential stuff.
Yeah.
But if it was going to be a commercial lockout, it'd have to be authorization from the boss. Whoever the boss is.
Yeah. Or some sort of identification that links them to the company.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Probably almost the best you can kind of do there.
Exactly.
At the beginning. Okay. Yep. Ken broke YouTube. Let's see. Question. So Brian just pointed out, he says, I said PJ needed more red worms. That's why he's kicked off of YouTube.
Oh, right.
Oh, man. Let's see here. For a new locksmith, what do you reckon? Here, let me pop this on here. Okay, question. For a new locksmith, what do you recommend as a first big purchase machine? Good. That's a good question.
Yeah. You want me to answer that, or
What's
do
that?
you want to answer it, or you want?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're talking origination. Obviously, we're talking machine. We're talking budget. I've actually been emailing back and forth some with Chris up in Hawaii, actually, and we've been kind of talking about this. And I think, as you all know, right? Like, I'm really like the Silka machines. I like the Keyline machines. I like framing, right? And because I know you're going to get that support, right? I know the machines are going to work, and if you have a problem, you're going to be able to get it fixed. So the big question is you need to answer, what are you going to want to cut, right? So
Right.
if you're primarily an automotive guy,
Yeah.
you got to be able to cut a lot of automotive type keys.
Right. And if you're going to cut older automotive keys and residential keys, for me, I'd recommend Freeman 2.
Yeah.
I'm a big Freeman 2 guy.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a good one. So yeah, it really the hard part is, and Everett, go ahead and reach out too if you want to have keep the conversation kind of going a little bit more in depth. But you really got to focus in on, and I know that the quick answer is I want to do everything. Right. But sometimes the budget doesn't allow for everything.
Exactly. It took me a while before I could do high security keys, like
Yep.
a long time. So.
Yep. So let's see here. Let's keep going. Evening, everyone. First time catching a live stream. Cliff, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Very cool. Very cool. Let's see here. We got Scotty Locke tuning in, actually from Facebook, it looks like. Looks like we have says hi PJ. I'm gonna pop it up here. PJ from Jason in the Detroit market at the local locksmith company. Thanks for tuning in. Very cool. And let's see here. Okay. We have Kid Lock. So, Brian, talk to us about meeting Kid Lock today. How was that?
That was awesome. We shook hands and gave him a hug and had him put his hat on and smile and point to it.
He was flexing too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He's been working hard on those muscles, man.
Can you show him that picture?
Yeah, show him the picture.
All right, I can get it here.
Okay, yeah, he'll pull up that picture. Let's see here.
Okay, let's see if the camera can see this. I don't know if it'll focus.
Yeah, I think you can kind of see it there.
Yeah, not quite focusing.
Yeah, not perfectly good, but I think they can get the overall. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, we got a. So Ken Nixon says BCM locksmith near Peoria. Glendale.
I can go there, but I'm not near there. I'm maybe 25 miles away from there, maybe. But I'll go there.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. So it looks like we got through a lot of the questions here. So let's okay, first of all, I have gotten a little distracted. So everybody, welcome to the weekly Lock Boss giveaway.
Yes.
Well, about 13 minutes late there,
Right.
but hey, so just so excited to have Brian here with us. So welcome. Hey, we're going to be giving away, of course, a bunch of prizes to 5 lucky winners this week. And here live tonight, we're going to be announcing the 5 winners and then the winner of this Ilco Keys Cut Here sign. So Megan was in here earlier, lighting it up, making it look good. And look, she kind of got it like perfectly between us without trying.
Right.
So
while you were out, I went over and looked at it and I put it back.
Oh, good stuff. So Suncoast Picker says hi.
Hi.
And so let's kind of talk about the day today.
Okay.
You showed up. We did some filming, right? A programming video, and then we also did a video kind of talking about how you got into locksmithing and that whole journey, and was good stuff. And it looks like Picks by 6 is that a Tucson?
Tucson.
Yeah,
cool. I've been down to Tucson several times.
Cool.
Not to unlock somebody, but
yeah. So we did that. We did a couple of videos. We went to lunch.
Yeah.
And then I had a meeting I had to get to,
Yeah.
a pre-scheduled meeting.
Right.
And so you went and rode around with the Lockfather.
Yeah, for a couple hours.
For a-
That was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
talk to us about that. I mean, because I don't even know, like, what did you guys exactly go do?
Well,
What-
you know, he took me to all the different shops and said, "Yeah, go take a look around behind the counter or whatever." So I looked around. Ooh, what's this? Oh, yeah, I like that. You know, I saw this little itty bitty key. I said, "Oh, that's a nice little bitty key." You know.
Yeah. So that's good. So you were riding around in the Lockfather, that Kia that we did the video on.
Right, that small car.
Yeah,
You
that
know.
small car.
At one of the places, I said, "Let me go in first, and I'll pretend I'm a customer." So I went in there. Said, "Hey, can you cut a key for me? What kind of key is it?" "Well, it's just a key, you know." And then I held up the shirt and I said, "Pete's right out here. I'm with him."
Yeah. Good stuff. So it was quite the day for you.
Yes, it was. We
Lot of fun?
went all over the place. Went and saw his VW that he's getting painted up.
Okay.
And where else did we go? We went and delivered some stuff, and we went all over the place. So it was
Cool.
good. We had the windows down, arms out the window.
I was out the window.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great. Now, something that I did not know about Brian, okay, Voltan, is you're a jokester.
Yeah.
You like the jokes.
Well, most recently, yes.
Most recently. So, I mean, with how many jokes you've been telling today, I think we have to tell a joke live here.
Okay.
So, any joke of your choice. It's okay if I've heard it before.
I've got a favorite one here.
Here's a favorite. Let's hear it.
Okay. I got to get it right in my head here. Okay. So, why did God create Adam first? Put it in the comments. See if anybody.
Okay. Yep. So we'll have to wait. So there's a little bit of a delay. So the joke is
why did God create Adam first?
okay. So we'll have to see if we get any answers down there. But I tell you what, Brian has a lot of jokes. It's impressive.
About 45 in there, but I can't access them all at once.
Okay, they'll randomly come to you.
Right. that
that
one comes to me. You know.
That one comes to you. Good stuff. Good stuff. So
Anybody have the answer?
it'll take. So there's actually,
Oh.
believe it or not, there's about a minute delay.
Oh, really? Between the comments and the video?
Yeah, between like when they're watching it live and
Uh-huh.
us talking right now,
Oh, wow.
it'll be about a minute before they hear it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why sometimes you'll see me get all messed up here. Was it? Well,
No,
no, last time
that's
Oh,
not the answer.
yeah, well, we're waiting for a few of them here. We'll see. We got Brett tuning in, or Brent, first time live, the key guy, Windsor, New York. Thanks for tuning in. Very cool. We have Locksmith Nathan from the Florida Panhandle. Hey, hopefully we'll be seeing you next week at Aloha. So that'd be cool here. Okay, let's go down. Keys did done here. There we go. Okay, let's see. We got because he needed to practice run before getting it right. Jenkins Locks. Hey, what's up?
Close.
Close, yeah. Because Adam was a lock boss.
Yeah.
He wanted to. He wanted the opportunity to fix the mistakes he made on the prototype.
Yeah.
A lot of truth to that one, right? That's good. Okay, so
All right. The answer. Okay, so why did God create Adam first? Because he didn't want anybody telling him what to do.
there we go. No, I mean that's one I'm not telling my wife. Okay,
Oh, go ahead. She'll think it's funny.
you think so?
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to get in trouble.
My wife thinks it's funny.
Do you think I'm going to get in trouble when I say it?
You might. I don't know.
Like, I mean, what odds are you giving me? 50-50?
50-50, yeah.
Okay. Oh, man, that's good. Let's see. We got Zach, what's up? Good stuff here. So, all right. So we had all that. We had a great day.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely great day. And it's been fun having you here.
Yeah, I haven't had this much fun since I was a kid, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear. You know, we've been joking around. I mean, he's been going around telling the jokes. They're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I found my pastor's stash on the internet, so I I told him that. He didn't smile. So.
He didn't.
And I've been telling him jokes that he doesn't know. So,
Okay.
yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Well, hey, so we have a few things going on I want to talk about, and then we're going to get to the giveaway.
Cool.
How's that sound? And then then we can get you back on the road.
Cool.
Yeah, 3
Get
hours.
out by 6, you know.
Yeah, you have a 3-hour drive ahead of you.
Yeah. I'll get back there about 9.
So we got, okay. So the stuff we have going on here is, so this last week we had that Flash Mobile video come out, of course. We had the Lockfather's thoughts on the vans,
All right.
right? On vans. And we also had that 2018 Subaru programming. So with all sorts of good stuff. And then AJ's Lock and Key. He says, can I ask a programming question? Go ahead and put it in there if we can get to it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, so that's what we have going on, guys. So we have some good videos coming out, of course, this coming week. And we got the Lockfather back there poking his head in. And so we have that going on. And, of course, so we're going to be doing, of course, our live giveaway here next Tuesday. And then we're heading down to Orlando, Florida for Aloha. So we will be going live while we're there. And for sure, if any of you are watching right now, we'd love, and you're going to be there, make sure you stop by the booth, say hi, and we'll have some fun, right? So we'll do that. So is it time for the giveaway?
Sometimes it's a little later, maybe 45 or so. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. We've already been going, can you believe 21 minutes live?
Hey, Lockfather. Come on in here.
Hey, let's see what we got. Looks like the Lockfather's here. Let's see if we can, for the giveaway, I guess let's see if we can squeeze him in here.
Well, you don't want to mess that sign up, do you? That beautiful Ilko sign.
No.
Let's see.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
All right, there we go. The Lockfather.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Just in time for the giveaway.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here, I'm going to go over the rules, make sure we're all on the same page. Or, hey, before I do, Lockfather, you have anything you like to say?
No, it was great hanging with Brian and, getting to know him and stuff.
Cool.
I encourage anybody who wants to come up and say howdy if they're in the neck of the woods.
Yeah.
We'd enjoy it.
Absolutely. Cool. All right. So let me go over the rules together and then make sure we're all on the same page. And then we're going to announce the winners. So here we go. Mox NY says you're blurry.
Me? Always in the head.
Hold on. Let me
Oh, maybe because I came up.
let me just hit that focus button. There we go. There we go. Except for now, I just got in the picture, so it'll probably make me blurry, but that's okay. All right. So this is how it works. Throughout the week, we post videos on YouTube. When you comment on the videos and include the hashtag LockBoss, you're automatically entered in to win one of 5 prizes each and every week. No purchase necessary. However, we do love purchases. So that's all you have to do to enter. And each week is a standalone contest. It runs Monday through Sunday. And then on the following Tuesday, here live, we announce the 5 winners. If you hear your name called, your YouTube name, right, you're going to want to make sure you either email in at sales@clksupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989. We'll make sure you have your address correct, and we will hook you up. That's what we love to do around here, isn't it, Brian?
That's right.
Brendo, have you won before?
Yes, 2 times.
You won twice.
2 times.
Wow.
And I won this shirt. I've won 2 other shirts. And I won a Lockboss hat. Well, it's not the new one, but it still works.
Yeah, but you did get the new Lockboss hat today.
Yes,
Here, we're going to grab that there right there.
Got the new Lockboss hat.
Yeah, the new Lockboss hat. So, yeah, you got one of those.
Yeah, yes.
You got them all geared up, huh?
Yeah.
All geared up. I know. I didn't realize we were going to be twins today. How cool is that?
Right.
I'm always the eyeball out.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how it works. And so thank you all for participating, joining us live. Thank you for commenting and including the hashtag. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So, All right. Without further ado, let's announce this week's 5
Yes.
winners. So, Brian, how about this? I'll drum roll it out,
Okay.
or the Lock Father and I'll drum roll it out, and we'll let you announce the winners.
Okay.
That sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
You know, one time when I was at a fair, they called me up when I was a kid.
Okay.
Pulled out of this big thing, pulled up my own name, not knowing, and gave it to the guy, and he announced my name. So hopefully that's not in here.
Well, you know what? Neither of us have seen those names.
Right.
So if you do win, it's going to be a surprise to both of us. For all 3 of us.
All 3 of
That's
us.
All 3 of us here. So, yep. Hey, and don't forget your G Key Man 565 says, don't forget your Topo Chico to go.
That's right.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Luck Father, you should have grabbed one on your way
That's
out.
okay. I didn't know I was really going to stop by, but I have something to give Brian before he leaves.
Ooh, cool. All right. So, or do you want to do it live? Want to give them live?
No.
Or no? Okay. All right. So here we go. The winners this week are, here we go. Winner number 1 is
Dave Mika.
Dave, Mika, or Micah. And this one, just kind of hold it up there to the screen.
A little blurry.
And then, yeah, it's a little blurry here. So let me see that here. Dave. Okay. There we go. Drum roll. Winner number 2 is
Curly.
Curly. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right. Winner number 3 is.
Oh, no. Franklin Goodrich.
Franklin Goodrich. Congratulations. All right, winner number 4 is
Social Hockey 24.
Social Hockey 24. Congrats.
Congratulations.
All right, here we go. Last but not least, winner number 5 of this week's live giveaway is
AJ's Lock and Key.
AJ's Lock and Key. I see him right there.
Yeah, awesome.
There it is.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congrats,
congratulations.
AJ's Lock and Key.
Congratulations to all the winners.
You want
Yeah.
to give me the hat and I'll hold them? And while Brian pulls them?
Very, very cool. So, hey, congrats to all 5 winners this week. Now, this is the deal. Right now, we have Mr. Watt Volt Amp folding all the winners. We're going to put them into this here Lock Boss hat, and we're going to figure out who is winning the Ilco Keys Cut Here sign right behind Brian's head. Right there. Yep. Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
Good stuff. We'll put them in there.
Well, those are awesome. We have one in one of the stores.
Yeah. They're good. So here we
I'll
go.
hold it up there, Brian, so you can pull.
Okay.
And the winner of the sign of this week's giveaway is
Social Hockey 24.
Social Hockey 24. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Good stuff. Well, hey, listen, everybody, it's been a blast being on here today. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
And if they don't have a shop, they can always put that in the back part of their window of their van.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Well, if you have
Yeah,
a
like a converter. Yeah.
converter.
Yeah, there you go. And it looks like Locks NY says if the winner wants to sell that sign, call me. Oh, my gosh. Good stuff. Hey, everybody. Well, hey, thank you for tuning in. Mr. Watt Volt Brian, thank you. Mr.
thank you.
BCM Locksmith.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. It's been an absolute blast.
Thank you guys.
Our privilege to have you here.
Absolutely.
So that's been great. Lockfather, thanks for tuning
Yeah,
in.
sorry I butted in.
No, it's good. It's good. And for all of you watching, thank you, honestly, for not only tuning in today, but for your comments, your participation. And you guys are what the Lock Boss community is all about. learning and growing, and of course, we're all winning.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
So good stuff, everybody. So thank you. Y'all have a great evening,
Yes.
and we will for sure be seeing you next Tuesday, 5:15 Pacific time. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see y'all.
Have a good evening.